Morning everybody, this is Phil from Pastor with Phil Driving School, and I'm going to be talking to you today about meeting situations. Now, a meeting situation is where the road width is restricted, either by parked cars, skips, roadworks, traffic calming schemes. By looking ahead while we're driving, we've got to identify who's got priority. So if the cars or the obstructions are parked on our side of the road, oncoming traffic has priority. If it's parked on the opposite side of the road or the obstructions on the opposite side of the road, then we have priority. Now that's how it's supposed to work, but you do have to anticipate that one person coming through that's taking up a lot of room. What we've got to do when we're driving is look ahead, see where it is, see where the obstruction is, check our mirrors on approach and move past, giving what we call adequate clearance. Making sure that if a car door does open, we're clear of it, and if everybody steps out from behind the car, then we've got our speed under control and we're safe enough to react quickly. Okay, I'm going to do a quick video of looking at meeting situations, what we can look for, how to anticipate things, and be safe while we're doing it. Okay, so as we can see ahead, the road ahead, we're just in Buxton on the Park Road area, and ahead of us is a bend. Okay, so I'm going to be setting off and I'm going to be talking you through a meeting situation, what to look for. Okay, I'm just going to give a signal as I set off for these two people just on the opposite side of the road. Okay, looking ahead, we can see a black car parked on the left. He's actually parked illegally, he's at the foot of a junction, but a little bit further ahead of that you can see the silver bluey car. Very good. I'm going to check my right mirror to make sure it's safe to move out. As I pass this car on my left, I'm giving adequate clearance, so if he opens his car door, I'm clear of it and I can react. And I'm also of a distance where if anybody should step from behind the car, again, I can react quickly and I'm safe. What I'm doing, I'm holding a nice driving line, and to help me see what's coming as well from the opposite side of the road, I'm using the cars to the left and I'm looking in the side of their car doors for reflections of anything coming the other way. Now this is quite congested, so where we've got cars to the left and the right, I'm holding a central lane position so that if a car door opens from the left and the right at the same time, I'm of a distance where I can react and I can be safe. Now, while we're looking at meeting situations, I'm anticipating cars coming from in front. I'm also looking for what I call my escape routes. That's a little area to pull into. So just after this postman, we can see there's three cars on the left. There's a car just braking and a Mini. If there was a car coming, I could just pull just into this little gap to my left. Another little escape route is just after the blue Peugeot just here on my left. But again, I'm looking second, third, fourth car up, looking for reflections in their car doors of anything that might be coming. Now, as by way of a demonstration, we're just going to anticipate. Let's say for example there was a car coming. This is how we would react. So if there's a car coming from the opposite direction, I'm going to brake and clutch and drop a first gear. I'm going to pull slightly to the left, but positioning my car close to what would be the centre line. I'm waiting for that car to go past. I'm going to check my right mirror and I'm going to move past gently and safely. Moving slightly back over to the left, so I've got more vision, I've got a wider field of vision as I'm on the bend. Always on a right hand bend, positioning your car over to the left hand curb so we can see more, we can react to any drivers that might have a bad driving line or be positioned a little bit too far over. Okay, so looking ahead again for a meeting situation. There's a car on the right hand side, it would be my right of way. Oncoming traffic would have to give way to me. Now again, if the road is wide enough, we can both use it. You know, we can move and we can, help each other, and we can both use that road. Okay, so just to do that loop again, in front of me I've got the car. I'm going to check my right mirror, so I move out gently, still anticipating. And again, by way of demonstration, if something was coming from the opposite direction now, I'd move into my left. I'd hold back approximately 1.5 to 2 car lengths from the car on the left. I'd wait for something to come through, holding my position close to what would be the centre line, and if a car was to go past, I'd check my right mirror and move it past. What we don't want to do is something like this. Imagine a car coming through, we've moved too far over to the left, like we've done now. The position that we're in now could be misleading to motorists behind us. They might actually think we're parked up. I've now got to focus on not hitting the car in front, so then my main area of focus over my right blind spot has gone now because there's too much focus on me not hitting the car in front. What I'm also going to have to do is get quite a wide angle going into the centre of the road to get past the vehicle in front. So a little bit like this. So I'm going to go all the way over, I've got to come all the way back round. Bad driving line. So we're not going to pull up close behind vehicles. Like I said, to another motorist it looks like we're parked up, and if we don't check that right mirror before we set off and a car is on our right hand side, then there's possibility of a collision. So again, we're looking ahead. I'm looking to the left and the right of me and straight ahead. I'm looking in car doors for reflections. Slightly moving over to my left to anticipate anything coming, and I'm looking out for my escape routes. These are the little areas that we're going to pull into. So for example, again by way of demonstration, if there was a car coming up now, I would pull slightly to the left, clutching in first gear, position my car towards the centre line, a car and a half length past from the car that's parked up on my left. I would watch the car come through, check my right mirror, and I've got a perfect driving line. Again, as we're driving, looking ahead, to the left, to the right. If you've got a meeting situation where you've got cars that are double parked, so they're opposite one another, then what you're doing is you're kind of gauging oncoming traffic, kind of time and motion. So you're looking at how fast they're approaching, who's closer to the cars parked up, and to be honest, being the better driver, if you are in any doubt at all, hold back, let the driver through, be safe, and then move on. So I'm just going to pull the car up. There's nobody going to benefit from the signal, so I'm just going to pass the blue car. So traffic either way has got more of an angle to drive, and I'm going to pull up. Okay, so that's a brief video on meeting situations. Hope that's helped. I'll see you next time.